What is up, fellow Bulls fans? Welcome to the Bulls on the Run podcast, coming at you with a new video. In today's video, we're talking about the Chicago Bulls beating the Miami Heat 113-103 in a much needed victory against this team. Now, this was a great all-around game from the Bulls' big three. We saw Nikola Vucevic get started early, and he finished off with 29 points and 12 rebounds. And he also had 3 of 5 from the three-point line. He had some big threes down the stretch to keep the Bulls up. And when the Bulls were struggling towards the third quarter, he was able to shift the momentum back to the Chicago Bulls. We had a 24-point, 5 assists, and 5 rebound game from DeMar DeRozan. We also had Zach LaVine with 21 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And in the third quarter, we saw Derrick Jones Jr. go down with an ankle injury. Waiting for the update on him. Let's hope that he will be available. More than likely, they will rest him for tonight's game against the Atlanta Hawks. So there might be a possibility that he does not play in tonight's game. Drummond only had 7 minutes. Kobe White came off the bench with 24 minutes, hitting 14 big points and 3 of 8 from the three, but those threes that he hit was big for the Bulls to start off. The Bulls only allowed 52 points by the half. They only allowed this team to score 52 points and only 77 points within the first 3 quarters. And we know that the previous game against the Timberwolves, it really showed that this Bulls team can be very lackluster on defense. Here's the thing. This performance that we saw from the Chicago Bulls, this should not be a moment where we say, okay, here's what the Bulls can do. This is what the Bulls can do. If everyone is on the same page, if everyone is working together, the ball movement is working, if the top 3 players on the team are taking the appropriate shots, this is something that we should do every day. We paid these guys big money, and Vucevic, Zach LaVine, and DeMar DeRozan. We paid these guys big money. Someone in those big 3 has to be the voice. They have to rally the team together and okay, when we're having a bad game, this is what we do to fix it. This is how we can be better. We know that Billy Donovan is a problem, but he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So it's up to this team to rally together. It was reports that this team had a big blowout during the halftime. They had a big blow up during halftime against the Timberwolves, but we don't know if that's true or not. It was according to a source within the Bulls, but it's not guaranteed that it happened. It could be just speculation. But when situations like that happen, we have to have our big 3 come together and rally the team so that we could get wins like this. We know in previous years when we played the Miami Heat, it always went in favor of the Heat because the Heat always ran their zone defense. They was able to disrupt the Bulls. But when the Heat used the zone defense going into the third quarter, the Bulls was actually able to counter that by attacking the basket and hitting those big corner threes to allow the momentum to stay on the side of the Bulls. They did not allow this game to go in favor of the Miami Heat because we stayed together, we stayed consistent, the ball was moving, better communication and effort was shown on the defensive end, and we was able to out-rebound them. We was able to shoot a better percentage than them. We shot less threes, but we had a higher 3-point percentage than them. We had 24 assists, and we had the only problem with this game was really prevalent was the amount of turnovers we had with 17. Some of our top players actually had the most turnovers. We had 44 points in the paint, so we was attacking the paint, even though Bam Adebayo was very good on the opposite end, and we actually led this game by 19 points at one point. So this was a great all-around bounce-back win for the Chicago Bulls. We have to see them string together performances like this every single night. We have Atlanta tonight, and we also have the Knicks this Friday. And then after that, we have the Rockets. So those are very winnable games for this team. We just have to rally together and put all of the noise. Don't even worry about the 150 performance that we allowed the Timberwolves to go on. Don't worry about the 2 Knicks games that we dropped at home. Just worry about what's in front. Worry about the team that we have coming up. We had a heartbreaking loss in the game that we had against the Atlanta Hawks. So let's look past that loss and let's look forward. Let's look at scouting. Let's allow the same mistakes that we made in last game against the Hawks to not happen tonight. We have to rally together as a team. Put all of the noise behind us, because we know that there's not going to be any changes with this team happening anytime soon. The trade deadline is 2 months away. So there's not going to be any trades that's going to happen off rip like right now. With December 15th passing, players who signed contracts this offseason are able to be moved. But we have not seen any moves been done. So what we have right now is what we have going towards the future. We have to rally this team together. We have to show that even though there's problems internally with this team, the leaders have to step up like they did tonight in last night's game against the Miami Heat. There has to be some type of responsibility on the heads of the best players, on the heads of the front office, on the heads of Billy Donovan. Everybody has to do their job according to what we are getting, what is being paid. I like the decision making that Zach LaVine made in tonight's game and yesterday's game. He actually, even though he shot 8 threes, he was able to make precise passes and also getting other teammates involved. Derrick Jones Jr. slashing to the basket, Alex Caruso slashing to the basket. He was able to make the right plays when needed. There was actually moments in the third and fourth quarter when he was given the ball at the 3-point line, and normally before he would just chuck up the 3, but you see that he hesitated with the 3 and he actually drove to the basket for a more high percentage shot. There was also a moment where he was at the 3-point line and the man was closing out quick. He went and drove to the left corner and he was getting double teamed. Normally he would take that shot, but he was able to find Vucevic wide open in the corner for a 3-ball because Vucevic had the hot hand. That's all it's about is trust. Trust your teammates. Trust their abilities. They're getting paid to be professional basketball players. They're getting paid to show that they can make the big shots at the appropriate time. If you make the pass, if you make the right pass and they miss, you still made the right pass. You don't have to just take it yourself. That's what this team has to live by. We have to see that every night from the Chicago Bulls team if we want to be successful. Stay tuned for more Bulls content coming up. This is the holiday week, so I'm still gonna be dropping content. Just stay tuned. See red, go Bulls. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope everyone enjoyed the video.